Hi, I'm Steve Williamson. Here in Laurel Grove Cemetery today with my triangular garden hoe and my wind chimes to tell you about how I met Curtis Irish, man who really changed my life. It was around 1998 or 1999, near Memorial Day. People come up to graveyards and clean up the graves for Memorial Day. And I was up here cleaning up these graves right there, the graves of the family of the historic organ writer Opal Whiteley. And I was putting up a set of wind chimes for visitors and their family members who didn't know exactly where the graves were, so they could easily find them. And a good thing I like to do is I take a garden hoe and I pull down a fir ball and I hang the wind chimes on them, and the wind just catches the chimes and makes them beautiful. But this branch was higher up, and I pulled the branch down, and I could not quite get the wind chimes up there. And so I was taking a break, sitting down at the grave there, and I looked down in the cemetery about where that first fir tree is, a little bit below it. And there was, I call him an old man. I'm actually the same age or maybe a little older now than he was back then. I see this old man walking around the cemetery. You don't usually talk to people in cemeteries. They're there mourning loved ones, so it's impolite to usually try to talk to them much. But I had this feeling as soon as I saw him that I had to talk to him. I had this powerful feeling like it was fate, destiny. I was going to lose out on something big if I didn't talk to this old man who was wandering around looking at graves. And so I can even remember a phrase that went through my head at the time. There's an old Asian proverb, when the master is ready, the student will appear. That's what I thought. And I think I heard that in a Bruce Lee movie. That was all I knew about Asia at the time. So I called to him and said, "Sir, could you help me for a moment?" And I had him get the garden hoe, bring down the branch so I could hang the wind chimes. So we got to a conversation. He told me his name was Curtis Irish. They lived out in Marcola. And I told him, I'd been meaning to go out to Marcola to do some research on the organ writer Opal Whiteley, who lived out there, when she was 3 years old, for about 9 months in the logging town of Windling. Asked him if he knew anything about Windling. And he told me he lived on Windling Road, had over 600 historic photographs of the community. Did I want to come out and see him? I was there that very night. I stayed until almost midnight, and it proved to be a real life-changing event for me. We researched Opal Whiteley information that had never been uncovered before. We researched history of Asians working in the Mohawk Valley in the lumber mills and on the railroad track. And he has just been a great mentor, teacher. He taught me a lot about how to go into somebody's home and ask to see their precious family photographs, and that you'll treat these things with respect, and questions to ask people. So I wanted to make this video today to, just acknowledge both the importance of Curtis Irish in my life, and also if you are suddenly struck by this powerful feeling that you gotta do something really important depends on you doing it. And just like me looking at this old man in the graveyard. You follow that. You know, you follow. You never know where, you know, the hand of fate or destiny is going to intervene in your life. Thank you, Curtis Irish.